The tax advantage by investing your money in stocks is you get to qualify for what's called long-term capital gains rates. Let me show you. James Quincy, who is abbreviated JQ, is the CEO of Coca-Cola at the time of me recording this video, and he's expected to make around $8 million in cash income. That includes things like his actual salary, plus other bonuses, not his equity, but his cash income of around $8 million by running the Coca-Cola company. Warren Buffett is one of the largest investors in the Coca-Cola company, and because he's one of the largest investors in the Coca-Cola company, he also gets a lot of dividends because Coca-Cola pays out a dividend. And this year, he's expected to make something around $770 million in dividends. It's actually a little bit higher than that, but around $770 million in dividends. That's cash payments that he's going to get this year just for owning the Coca-Cola stock. Now, the reason I'm saying this is not to show you the value of being an investor, but I want to talk about the tax advantages of being an investor, because James Quincy is earning a W-2 salary. He is an employee, and because you're an employee, you are what's called ordinary income. You're getting ordinary income, also known as earned income, and when you get this ordinary or earned income, you're paying the highest tax rates. These are the tax rates that I just showed you on the whiteboard in the beginning of this video. That means that the top tax rate for the CEO of Coca-Cola, because he's making a huge salary, is going to be 37%, like we talked about in the beginning of the video. But for Warren Buffett, even though he's making many times more than what James Quincy is, he's making this money as a stock market investor. And as a stock market investor, remember, you qualify for what's called long-term capital gains. So the top tax rate for Warren Buffett is not 37%, it's 20%, which means as a stock market investor, you get to qualify for lower potential tax rates even as you earn more money, because that's what the tax code says. And then the third type of tax advantage asset that I want to talk about are, of course, a business. And I know many of you are entrepreneurs. And when you own your own business, you get to qualify for what's called the ordinary and necessary deduction. So I want to talk about that. The ordinary and necessary deduction says that you get to deduct expenses from your revenue before you pay taxes for things that are ordinary and necessary for you to run your business. So let's assume that your business makes $100,000 a year in revenue. And then you have expenses. Let's assume that you're selling avocados. If you're selling avocados, you have expenses. You got to buy the avocados, you got to pay the employees, you got to pay the manufacturing and the shipping and all that. So let's assume that those operational costs cost you $30,000 a year. These are those operational costs of getting the avocados. But then you and your business partner have to go and travel to different parts of the country and stay in nice hotels and drive a rental car and go to these places around the country, maybe even around the world. You have to go to Mexico, you have to go to other countries that produce the finest avocados. There's a cost to that. Now, if you are the CEO of the company and your wife is your business partner, and now you have to travel to Mexico to go look at avocados, that travel is a business expense. So now you could qualify for maybe $10,000 worth of travel expenses, depending on what your business is. Again, these are just hypotheticals. I'm not telling you what you can qualify for. You got to talk to an advisor to see what you can actually qualify for. I'm just giving you some hypothetical situations. So you and your wife have to go to Mexico to go look at avocados because your wife is your business partner. There's a travel cost to that. While you're there, you also have to pay for your rental car, which is included in this cost, which now is a deduction. But then you and your business partner and your staff have to go out to eat at some nice restaurants. Maybe when you travel, maybe you have clients that come over and you have to have meals with them, and now you have to have a cost to pay for those meals. And then maybe you need a laptop to run your work. You need a cell phone to run your business because you're on the phone with your clients. Well, these things are also a tax deduction as well. So that becomes a write-off for you. And maybe you need a nice pickup truck. Maybe you need a nice Ford Raptor to run your business because you got to put a whole bunch of avocados in the bed of your truck. And you have to go from manufacturing site to manufacturing site. And because of that, you need this pickup truck to run your business and to pick up these avocados and to distribute your guacamole. Well, now your payments, your lease payments, your financing payments, or a piece of the cost of buying the car if you buy cash, which is what I recommend as a financially smart person, buy that Raptor with cash. But now you get to also deduct your cost of the car, and I'm just gonna put $10,000. But then because now you have the cost of the car, you can also deduct a piece of your oil changes, a piece of your gas, and a piece of the wear and tear on the car, because these are things that you need in order to run your business. These are all ordinary and necessary expenses for your business because you need a pickup truck to run your business. You need that cell phone and laptop to run your business. You need to go to Mexico and see different parts of the world to run your business with your business partner who just happens to be your wife, who happens to be on your payroll. This is now where you can get sophisticated with the way you run and structure your business to also get the benefit of the tax code. Again, if you just go out and start willy-nilly doing this, you can end up in big trouble. You can end up paying fines and penalties because you don't know what you're doing. This is where you want to have the help of a good accountant who can help strategize with you and help you understand what the tax code says, because at the end of the day, the tax code is a rule book. And the people that win in the financial system are the ones that learn the rules of money. And I want you to learn the rules of money, because the reality is there are many different things that can be done, and it's all about how clever you can be. I'll give you one more story before I end this video. Sticking with this example, let's assume that you're running this guacamole and avocado business, and you also have to do a kitchen remodel in your home. You want to figure out, are there ways for you to deduct the cost of this $30,000 kitchen remodel, because obviously the home is where you live. Well, what if now you start creating content for your social media pages for your guacamole brand in your kitchen? You got to have a nice kitchen to show off on your Instagram and your TikToks, because that's what people want to see. And so in order to build the stage to shoot the videos for your avocado videos, you may have an ordinary and necessary expense in order to run the business, which is remodeling your kitchen in order to build the stage to shoot the social media content in order to keep running your business. Again, you got to be clever. And instead of you being clever and trying to read the tax code, get a good accountant who can help you understand the way the tax code works, because the tax code is a rule book, and wealthy people don't understand it. They pay somebody to understand it. And so if you are building a business, if you're investing in real estate, and if you're investing in stocks, but especially if you're investing in real estate and building a business, get yourself a good accountant. And as you start to earn more money through your real estate and from your business, get better accountants who can help you strategize, because that can help you keep more money in your pocket legally. That way you can continue running your business and can continue growing your profits. If you enjoyed this clip and you want to continue your financial education journey, I have another video that I think you'll love. All you got to do is click that button right over there. And for those of you who want to stay up to date on the top finance and business news, you can join Market Briefs, my free financial newsletter, by clicking that button below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.